Happy Thursday. I didn't have my mic switched over. Why you heard a beep? Yeah, we're doing a YouTube only stream today. We're trying it out. We are doing it. We'll see how it goes. If it ends up being something I do a little bit more often, I may actually just go back. I don't know. I gotta see. Because... plug in there. So... if you use Streamlabs, your Twitch chat automatically pops up, and that's nice and all, because then I can just have Streamlabs up the entire time and I can still see chat, no problem. Oh, but if I'm using YouTube, the chat doesn't work. The chat will still pop up, but it's thinking I'm still doing a Twitch stream. So I kind of have to rely still on YouTube's own chat box. So I have it like popped out, and I'm still going to keep an eye on it. Because unfortunately, my sound interface isn't perfect, and there may be a time or two it's going to glitch on me, and no one's going to be able to hear the audio other than my mic. So I still try to keep an eye on it. It hasn't happened in a long time, but we'll see how it goes. I've straight up have never... I've tested streams on YouTube, but I've never actually used it before. I was starting to look at stuff, and it's like, oh, you can do better TTV on here. I didn't know. I've never seen anyone do it, but I mean, I don't know. Who knows? It'll be something I'll play around with. But yeah, we giving it a try. The only thing about it is the usual folks might not even notice streams going on, because it's not on Twitch at the same time, which is fine. I want to experiment. So, yeah. Last time we made progress out of nowhere. Not actual progress. Just... ooh, yeah, you can. You can watch this at 1440p 60. Quality could probably still dip, you never know. But, who knows. Let me see movement. Because I've tested this before, and it never looked... I mean, it looked fine. I did a test stream like last Friday. It looked fine. This is remarkably better than if I was to do a restream of it, and then it ruins the bitrate. So, oh no. So let me see here. Okay, moderation activity, reactions, participants. Yeah. We'll give this a go. And I did a test stream of just running Twitch through a test stream, and it's like, oh yeah, connection is just fine. I'm like, I'm sure it is. Just didn't work out last time. Not even make that sound like, I wouldn't say facetious. Facetious. How do you say that? Facetious? Facetious. It's just straight up actually just didn't work last time. Did I ever pop out the menu? Or did I not? Oh, there's a second window there. It's from my other stream. Oh, never mind. Okay. Let me get this over here. There's still a little bit more to do when it comes to just getting the stream set up, but it's okay. It's better than trying to do both at the same time and then trying to make sure they both look presentable at the same time. About like an hour or two ago, I was starting to not feel great. I had like a headache. Stomach wasn't the greatest. And it just got better. I just started listening to music. Actually, I've been listening to music all day. I was listening to my music. And it made all the difference. So we made some progress through here. We could probably run through most of it. It's just really a straight line. Do not know what goes on in there. But, yeah. There was a couple rooms to the left up here once we get in the actual hallway that I wasn't able to explore. I was just desperately trying to find a bonfire at the time. That thing comes back, I guess. Desperately trying to find a bonfire, and I didn't find it. Oh. We're good. We're good. Okay. Let me move this. Around here. There we go. Now I can keep an eye on the audio. There's like a lot of optional in this area. So these were one of many doors I decided not to further explore. I don't know who mentioned it. Oh no, I was watching a video today. But someone mentioned like, oh, you can do some further customization with, I think, VTube Studio and like increase the sensitivity of essentially the mouth movements. Like, oh, that'd be good. So if I do this, I'm going to ruin my armor. Right? You're telling me that didn't hit? For whatever reason, I was just starting to take it. Oh, boy. Come back. I'll just see what the items are and just prepare to repair it all. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, this is gonna cost a fortune. I forgot about the rings. It's weird that it doesn't actually hurt me. It just hurts my armor. Okay, we're gonna run back now. Was that a bad idea? Probably was. Oh, let's get in the voice call. He's lonely. Oh, oh, because Twitch isn't registered with it. Discord just shows that I'm on, not even streaming. So there's like a ton of benefits I'm losing out on. Okay, how much is it gonna be to fix up the armor? Yeah, this is where it's gonna get expensive. 45, so it's 10, 500, 25, 500, 27, 500.
I'll be around if you want.
Oh yeah, they got the demon or the gargoyles. We're close. Oh, that's more than I wanted, but
What? I'll be around.
I didn't even pay attention to what I picked up. It was probably not even worth it. Where were we going? Here. Now oh, I don't even have that. I unequipped a ring at King's Ring. I don't even need it on me right now. Limits HP reduction when hollow. Okay. Slows weapon degradation. That would have been a nice one to have. Oh, there's more rings. I guess I could do this. It's still not helping my fat roll, though. How good is this, though? I wonder if you can increase upgrade the rings and reinforce them. I'm asking all these questions right when I'm about to finish the game. Hopefully. Frame rate went down for just a second. Just a second. Unfortunately, I'm at a part where could probably argue I'm worried more about the quality than the content. It's like, oh yeah, I'm not doing very good and stream's kind of boring, but at least it looks good. So I might have been on the right track. I guess we got over here. Nope. Oh, bad idea. It's my first time playing in a day or two. That's what I'm worried about. Ba 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 da. I'm looking forward to some updates to the model. Got to talk to my artist today, and he sent me the sketches. Got them approved, so now I'm just waiting for the rigging. I'd like them to be available for at least like one horror game stream. Just one. That's all I'm asking. My fault I didn't think about it earlier. For some reason, I didn't ever think about like, oh, that'd be nice to have during a horror game. And now it might be costing me. Not a big deal though. There's like barely anyone. I mean, there's the one person I watch that always does horror game content in October. Other than that, I honestly feel like I hardly see anyone doing horror game related or horror related content. Where the heck did you come from? Okay, we gotta move. We gotta move! Where did that thing come from? I don't not remember having to fight that. Okay. I'm suddenly doing worse than I did. This might not actually be all that much faster. So what I'm thinking is the FPS counter that I'm looking at, I actually notice it being hindered while it's on screen for me, like actually on Streamlabs. So it must be Streamlabs actually failing on me. So it's going to show up in the local recording. Okay, let's... Yeah, I straight up just never saw this thing. Yeah, you stay over there. Stay. One sec.
You're fine.
Okay, no. I was like, I heard something. I'm like, I gotta adjust audio.
You're fine. Audio's keep is really short or really long, depending on how long you want that to be.
Gosh dang it. There's the other one. Yeah.
Like, you could either just go straight through, or you can go through all those side doors and like a basement and yada. It's, I think anyways, it's been a while for myself.
I could tell it was gonna be short.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. Not that it really pertains to the stream very much, but I just got called on my new job at like 6:50 p.m.
Oh,
I'm like, golly, that's late.
so we got an update for you.
Well, I was speaking to one of my references at work, and they called up for the reference check on a Saturday at
Uh-huh.
like 10 a.m. And I'm like, that makes no sense. To complete the void's business and chief executive.
I did so much better about fighting these things last week or last time.
You know, the game, in my opinion, is kind of hard to play without magic because there comes times where it just gives you too many enemies at once, and it's like to me, it feels like they kind of expect you to pick them off. At least that's my understanding. It feels that way.
Or if you were smart, that's what you would do.
Are you not smart?
No. I am that meme of... I don't even know what it says. It's like, oh yeah,
So, like,
you like...
effing roll to it. Effing attack. What was it? Is the skeleton meme?
Oh no, not even that. That was a meme. Like, it's like, oh, what do I do? Do I dodge, parry, back off? What do I do? And this guy says, do an attack, attack, or something like that. I'm saying the meme of it's like, oh, that's one nice magic user. Now check this shit out. It's just a guy swinging a big sword.
Yeah.
That's my experience with these games. Ah. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. Do not do it.
There we go. 0613. I don't remember that. I was watching Kiara, Shiori, Bibu,
Oh,
and
they're playing Mario Party.
yeah, I was watching that today.
I had no trouble fighting these guys. No trouble last time.
What happened?
I don't know. I got rusty because I didn't play the game immediately the next day.
How did you get rusty? How did you do that?
Degradation. I don't know. Wah. Wah wah. Wah wah wah. Mm-hmm. 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 How much Metaphor did you play today?
Like 30 minutes.
Oh, you poor thing.
I know. It's absolutely, it's Tidasis. I did the next boss after that boss, because you fight 2 bosses in a row.
Yeah.
Way easier. That boss was just tough. Like, that boss had, like, make me, like, when I realized, when I saw, like, someone else beat it, I was like, oh, man, I really just have to think outside the box with this game. And, like, I gotta, like, really utilize all my resources. That game?
Yeah.
No. Like, that boss? Nah. Nah, like, I just... Don't get me wrong, I had to think outside the box, too, but, like, nothing crazy. But it just kind of trained me to realize, like, damn, so other bosses could be this way. It's gotta think this, you know, think outside the box.
Sheesh.
Luck, I was almost concerned I was gonna have a Final Fantasy VII Remake problem with the game, and where it's like, I'm gonna go into a boss fight and I can't change the archetypes or the battle setup, the structure.
Uh-huh.
But thankfully, it's not that way. Thankfully, it's not. It's more like, take this out. It's more like, it's more like, oh, I'm doing this wrong. You immediately die. So it's like, oh, okay. I would rather just immediately die than toy with the idea of can't tell if I'm doing this right or not.
I mean, you can do that in 7 Remake, just die.
Yeah, but there's a difference between willingly dying and I'm going to die.
Oh, you don't even
one-
have a chance to make it work.
No, you're dead. You are dead. Your protocol plays business. Man, that's embarrassing. Okay.
Ah, you piece of shit.
Huh. You dirty bugger.
Fall down there. Fall down the pit. I don't know what happened to this game. I guess technically I've only really been through this area once because I made it this far, had no trouble killing him, and then I just died at one point. And this is really my only other attempts, but like, sheesh. I killed 3 of these things in a row, no problem.
Yeah, I don't know really what to say. The game has weird balancing though.
Well, it's like, oh, you only have so much room of fighting it because he's tough, and you can't go back too much or he'll break a cage, and now you got 2 of them to fight. And it's just, oh, fantastic. I think, I don't even know how I don't know. I think I went into that other small room and killed it. The thing is, I'll track the other one.
I can't remember if I usually would run past all that or like navigate around them or something. But it's been a long time. Or if I just killed magic with him for a long time.
I'm sure you did use the magic.
I always use magic. That's just what I just find magic more fun.
Like, I just like using the gun when possible.
But who wouldn't want to just use a gun when possible? Would you rather use this axe or a 45 caliber 1911? I'll take the 45 cal 1911.
This thing actually does benefit from rolling.
So I don't know what to say. how
Like
all
seriously, you
that
get
works.
so much you get so much free window dodging all this.
Yeah, I mean that just totally depends. There's some enemies where I do roll and dodge, but like some that if it's a small enemy, I usually just guard it. I think just in this game, anyways. So look at you, you learned and adapted. All you had to do was just use the circle button.
I was taught not to use it in this whole game. Oh, now he gets me. Oh, now he hits me.
Oh yeah, buggy souls. Buggy souls.
I die. I would. Yeah. This game has like the Mega Man. Ooh, which one? Remember, it was like, oh, the traditional Mega Man getting to the boss is harder than actually fighting the boss. And like X is like the opposite.
Oh yeah, X is the opposite, where the area is easy, but the boss is hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
So currently, this is NES Mega Man challenging. I have
Well,
I die way more often getting to the boss than actually fighting the boss. That's always what happens. Like, am I incentivized to actually kill it? Thought so.
I don't think I like Microsoft Word. No, I think I like it, but
I've just have never used it.
I use it a lot. But the thing is that gets annoying is like, it depends on what you're trying to do with it. If you're trying to like create the document, it's not that big of a deal. Because you're creating it and you can map it. But if you're like maybe using a template in it, like someone else is giving you like a policy template,
Uh-huh.
like, hey, this is just not bending the way I wanted to. It feels like it's tedious. Like, I don't know. Is it harder than the Asylum Demon?
Why is that always what gets brought up?
Is it?
I don't know.
No, I mean, I just generally sometimes think about like it's a funny question. It's like,
I mean, which asylum demon?
the first one.
Okay.
Is the Asylum Demon harder than this obese
Lord.
orc? Orc. They should remake Dark Souls 2.
It'd be such a waste of resources.
Well, I mean, they're talking about remaking Dark Souls 1 was like Demon Souls style, and I'm like, that's even a bigger waste. Get some attacks in with before he gets up. Yeah, no, you. This boss fight's weird. It can do a lot of this kind of stuff to like hurt you, but then it's kind of derpy sometimes. Like, oh, and you nearly got hit by that fire. Oh my gosh. Very dangerous. It's like one of the most derpiest dragons. I mean, honestly, like, look how thin the dragon is. Like, that's not
The
even that big.
malnourished dragon.
It's a well, I mean, it's in a cage, so it is malnourished, but it's like, compare that to a Rathalos. Like, see that thin neck, dude? That is a thin neck. But a Rathalos, sorry, that thing eats well every day. And it always has room for it always brings leftovers back to its nest, and then decides, do I really want to eat this? Do I want to just go get a great Jagai or something? But like this dragon, like,
This guy struggles to get a great Jagai.
yeah, I mean, a dirty dragon though. I remember this boss fight being super easy, but I just can't remember why. But to answer your, well, not to answer, but to kind of add on, yeah, this game's bosses are just easy. Like, they're just easy.
See, like, how much easier? It's like, I could have fought in 3 of these in that hallway, and it would have been easier than that.
Well, you only got hit by the fire, right? And you guarded that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't even really consider that getting hit. Like, you obviously just took it.
Like, you weren't meant to guard all that, so you're gonna get a little bit of damage.
Yeah, it's not like you were running away and missed your roll or something.
It's like I said, I was taught not to roll in this game.
Yeah, you were taught just to take one in the chest.
The game made me do it.
Yeah, I'm getting irritated by this stupid policy. I'm upset. This is dumb. Copy and put it right here. It didn't work.
Wop, 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 wop.
Da 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 da.
Wop, 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 wop.
Wow, boy, that's so dumb.
Dragon, airy.
Obviously, that had an effect on me, right?
Uh-huh. I'm like, I'm waiting for that to be in a game. Yo, what's she doing here?
Bearer of the curse, long have I awaited one such as you. One who might shatter the shackles of fate. One
Bible
who could
study.
set me free. Bearer of the curse, it was my own manifestation that led you here. The ancient dragon has watched over the world for eons past. Take this. Do not resist. The dragon
Madame,
welcomes you.
what brings you to these desolate parts?
Ma'am.
Ma'am, may I please private message you, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm at a point where I need to just check another Steam game because I'm still getting notifications on the top right.
Yeah, that's busted. That makes no sense to me. So what's up with that? Document policy and information needed for review or action to insert on to comply with the government's responsibility.
It's like, it's not like it's a problem. I mean, like, it's just I'm not used to it being up there.
Well, I mean, if that happened to me, it would drive me nuts because I've seen at the same spot for 10 years now.
It also seems like it's bigger.
My Steam account's 10 years, I think now, or is it 11? Yeah, it's 11 years now. I made it on August 22nd of 2013.
Got it with the laptop.
Yep. Yep. The laptop that was ready for playing video games on.
Bearer until
So why does at a certain point they gray out a lot of the bonfire locations?
You didn't do that?
Yeah, there's a lot of locations I can't teleport to anymore.
Maybe story or something? I honestly don't know.
They won't let you. I can walk to those locations still, but they just don't let me teleport there.
Huh. That is a good question. I don't know. I honestly don't remember that happening, but it's likely that. I mean, I know when you get to that dragon area, like that's a required area that you can't skip, even though you don't do much there.
What do you mean?
So yeah, that area that you're at right now is required that you go there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you cannot skip that area.
I had no idea. I thought I was doing optional stuff.
Nope.
So that
You have to-
what the room that I'm talking about, the doorway that I use the King's Ring in, is it Dranglex Fortress or Castle?
Yep.
Is that optional?
Nope. I believe that's required. I believe that's required.
I didn't do it yet.
Wait a minute, sorry, repeat that one more time?
So there's a room right next to the bonfire, the first bonfire you get to in Dranglex Castle.
Mm-hmm.
And you get through it because you use the King's Ring.
Mm-hmm.
If you go open it up, there's like a long pathway you follow.
Mm-hmm.
I assumed that was mandatory.
Yeah, that's mandatory, but that's like... basically, that's where the final boss is, but you have to go complete where you're at right now before you can do it.
So what would stop me, like, story-wise? Because,
well-
I mean, I guess I could teleport over there just to see it myself, but I also just don't need to.
I honestly don't know what would stop you story-wise. Like, I don't even remember that happening.
Probably just an item.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of curious if even if that just doesn't exist on the Skull or the First Sin version, and that's the version I played more of. But I don't think so. Sites and schedules for the corporation. I'm gonna call this organization. I don't think that's right. Do.
Oh, what the heck? I was unlucky.
My goodness gracious, am I just destroying this?
Oh, walk back, will ya? What the heck? You have like no health left. She said like, oh, give it Feather, he'll like you.
This area is also really short. If you know where you're going.
Ow.
I think there's some good items here. There's that Deadbeat Dragon again.
I don't know how many times I got one final hit and it didn't die. Derpy dumb dragon.
Mm-hmm. Roll those eggs. Roll on all those eggs.
Do it like a pigeon. Do it to a pigeon's nest.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Some moldy eggs to be like seeping out green juices.
Wah wah wah. Hurrah for pointless.
Hurrah! Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Dude, I also couldn't finish that Minecraft stream. I just couldn't.
You couldn't keep up.
I just couldn't. It was.
I mean, that is a lot of content. It is.
It's a lot of content, but it was just like, I think it was just even what they did in the span of time on a downtime just was hard to like use it as background audio. Like it'd be easier to watch it live than it is to consume it afterwards.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, there is funny stuff in it, but it's also kind of like it is spread out enough, and it's kind of like, hey, am I really like watching the right one? Maybe.
Well, that's the thing. What a lot of people are saying, and it's like true. It's like just watch whoever you want, and the clips will fill in the gaps.
Well,
Most of the time, I didn't need to watch any of the clips because I just kept up with it. That's all I did for a week. Was watch those streams.
yeah.
Oh, you ass.
Riku, you horse his ass.
Why am I getting... I've gotten hit more to these NPC dragons than I've done that boss.
You know, I don't have an answer for that one. I am currently clocked in and I'm working.
At least give me souls that it feels like it was worth it. Oh, wow. Have I seriously taken that much damage recently that now my armor needs fixed? You piece of shit.
I don't think it's likely that. It's probably,
I got 2 items that need fixing now.
yeah, but I bet the attacks that the dragon's doing or what you're getting hit by is probably degrading the armor, not so much like taking damage.
What a stupid game. That wasn't worth it at all. It's like the fire actually does a lot more than just hurt my health. Oh, and then I got invaded. Lovely.
Oh, Navalon. Yeah, I think
What the heck? Oh. Is it because of the eggs? The eggs is what was degrading my armor.
Yeah, it actually probably is.
You told me to run through them.
It's a joke for destroying the egg.
And I also didn't think it was going to do anything.
Hey, if you just cross the bridge. Cross the bridge, and there's a bonfire not too far.
Well,
But this area is really short too.
I got to go back to the green-looking dumbass. Ungrateful blacksmith. Go replenish all my equipment now. Again, I've never had to replenish my equipment so many times in the last 5 hours of this game.
His name is Shrek.
I was gonna call him that, but that was too easy.
It is easy.
He's, oh, quit wasting my time. And I'm like, you know what?
Yeah,
I should have locked you out of your stupid little shithole of a...
That's a mud house.
Yeah. This is my swamp.
This is my swamp. Hey, champ, how you doing?
You better quit. You better...
Why you pick Searsburg? Because I'm clocked in.
You don't go there anymore.
No.
You're not gonna go there for 2 hours a day.
No, I do it from home.
That's
That's why I told you. It's like, it's... I know? No. If it was not from home, no, I have no idea. No, I just do it from home. So I just clock in and just type in things. I'm rewording all the
I'll be
policies.
around if you make it back.
All of them. Well, not rewording, but, you know, fixing.
finished
far?
my English program.
We did. Or you have to finish it.
No, I did.
Oh, nice. How did you get them extra 300 words?
Did like two,
Bearer of
Good.
until
but I added. I'm counting the worksite aids as part of it. But you don't see.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope. I mean,
I mean, I have a conference tomorrow, so he's gonna have a look at it. And I have to check it.
oh, okay. So,
Yeah, I can.
I would just honestly speak to him like, hey, all of my takes are fleshed out here, my citations and so on, but I'm just, may just be open and honest. Like, I'm struggling to get 300 more words out of this. So anything more would be padding out the
I have
idea.
10. I have 9 citations.
9? Sweet goodness gracious. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see if I can take Alex's pickup tomorrow and get the patio door and all the stuff we need, and then we'll do it on Saturday. Austin and I can get handled.
Good, the dragon stays dead.
It really shouldn't take too long. So pretty much all you have to do is get a utility blade and just carve it out to get all the caulking and stuff off of it. Unscrew it and so on. Use a sawzall in some spots where there's more of it. And then pretty much it just comes right out. And then what you do is, other than clean it, I believe it's just apply different forms of glue and sealant within it. And maybe it's primarily just sealant.
It's a
You also
sealant.
have- It's a sealant. Okay. And then there's also like a tape thing you put on. I'm gonna re-watch that part and just see if we even put that on. No, it's like I don't know. Like, I'm gonna ask Dad about it if he knows by chance, but I don't know. I feel like I watched one person have it and the other one not, but I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't take too long to do, just if you know what you're doing. But I don't think it'll be too bad. I'm hoping it won't be too bad. Anyways.
Are you getting it from Menards?
So what?
Where are you getting?
No. Home Depot, because Menards is they basically just didn't have like mutts at all for that type of thing.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know, but you got big. I was kind of looked down and was like, man, that boy thick.
Take him out, so let's see how much he slips up.
I would at least let him sit there for 24 hours, see if he knows any productivity development. Yep. And this one's ugly. Who would do such a thing?
I don't know what tomorrow is going to be like for me. I kind of knew what I was doing on each day.
Like, what do you mean? Like, if you want to do it earlier?
No, I'm just saying. I don't know what my day's like tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow either.
I think you have a better idea.
I mean, I really need to go look at the sprinkler system really bad. Really bad. I just suck at doing things that are important. When you don't know how to do them, it's hard for me to be like, let me just go pick it up and just magically learn, because it feels like every time I do that, it's like I'm doing something wrong.
Sheesh, I gotta warp out of this. That wasn't worth it at all. Yeah. Oh, I get to run all the way back. I just remembered I need to check something. Nope, no idea. I was thinking about, well, I don't know. Everything just seems lose-lose when it comes to any of the streaming decisions.
Oh, streaming stuff?
Yeah.
Lose-lose? I mean, okay, what makes you think lose-lose? Like,
Well,
there's not really like a correct answer?
If I stay on Twitch, it's the same old, and I feel like I could get more growth out of doing it on YouTube. Problem is, if I want to do both, the quality suffers dramatically on YouTube. And while doing it, there's always a chance I'll have a stream like last night where Twitch's side just sucked so bad. But if I do only YouTube,
Quality-wise.
I mean, yeah. But if I do it on YouTube, it's good and all, but I am not able to make use of features on Streamlabs. So then I'm starting to contemplate, like, might reinstall OBS just to see. But I need to do some more research, because I know there has to be some things that I can do on Streamlabs to make it work. Because what I have right now is I just have a pop-out chat for YouTube. I can't even use the chat that's in Streamlabs. Eesh. Ugh. Oh, sheesh. That sucks. I don't keep a bomb on me. I don't.
That's not gonna work. I'm gonna skip that one. I'm only eating vegetables, fruit, and some meat a day.
Some meat.
Some meat. Some meat. So, basically you only eat so much chicken. You eat more seafood than you eat chicken, but you can still eat chicken like 2 times a week, and then maybe seafood 3 times a week, and then you can have like red meats for like 1 day a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just eat a lot of like vegetables, fruit, beans, and like whole grain bread. Basically stuff that isn't processed.
Yeah.
So, the key factor off of it is that you're continually just a little hungry, but you can still eat.
Why are you continually hungry? Just portions, or what you're eating isn't filling?
What you're eating is kind of filling, but it's also not. It's very, I guess maybe it's not so dense. It's easily digestible. Maybe that's how I want to word it. But like if I'm hungry and I'm in the kitchen, like I'll grab like I bought like a miniature cucumbers that are actually really good because you can just kind of grab one and go with it. And it's like I actually have them from Sam's. He said maybe buy some because they're just nice. As a snack, but it's like that, and it's like I have bananas, fruit, and etc. Like if I'm hungry, I'll just kind of grab something, or I'll eat a little bit of yogurt. But it's like it satiates any form of the hunger, but not for very long, or you're
Yeah.
still hungry. But then that with exercising, so it's kind of. I think the idea behind it is you're not starving, which can hurt your metabolism, but you're still like fueling your body with foods that aren't processed. That's my understanding. I could be wrong though.
Yeah. Oh, they got a seasickness warning in the beginning of the game. Oh, watch out.
Oh yeah, that's. I don't know why they did that, dude. The game's weird.
Like, we're gonna make this incredibly cinematic. We should have put this in a you know, put a border on screen. We just finished playing The Evil Within, really inspiring. I kind of want to rewatch yesterday's stream or something because you said at one point I said his part of his line while he was saying it. You said it exactly before. You finished saying it, and because you were talking, I was just basically having to read the subtitles because I couldn't hear the character talk, and I felt like I was just repeating something you just said.
Are you
Or-
aware of what the first song is?
Or, I mean, you said it as he was saying it.
Yeah. Damn. What you got there? You got some chips, nachos.
But, pepper, garlic powder, crazy.
With the ghost pepper sauce.
It was good before the now I just cheese it.
Yeah, it's normal. I meant to get the lasagna out. Yeah.
Already ate.
Um, you still have 5 classes on Fridays? That's good. On Fridays for me, I usually only had like 3 classes. But the reason why was because one of them was an afternoon class, and they usually don't have afternoon classes on Fridays. But then even the last class, say like at 11:30 to 12:30. Oh, excuse me, was not even on Fridays.
Did you watch the meat pie video?
Yeah, what a guy.
I know. I like what Gun Guy in the comments said, like, I'm struggling to get a gauge on this guy.
Yeah, I'm struggling too. I couldn't figure it out.
I was like in the middle of watching the stream, and she's like, "Oh, here it is," and I had to change the window because I wasn't actually watching the stream at the time. And I watched it. I'm like, "What in the world?"
It was a really weird guy making a recipe, a meat pie recipe. It did look good.
The thing is, the most normal thing about the video is the recipe.
Yeah. He should I show the Colin?
Yeah, I want a live reaction.
Okay. Alright, this video is short, so we'll just watch it and be done. We're not done for the night, but yeah.
Oh, here's Alex.
So I have 2 people.
Little weirdos, and now I have to pay so much in child support. Fuck! I adopted a bunch of you little weirdos, and now I have to pay so much in child support. Fuck! Making meat pie. Pay attention. 100 grams of white onion.
Oh my
10
gosh.
grams of garlic. It's fine. Get a skillet. Lightly spray with olive oil. Wet your veggies. Why do you suck? Preheat your oven to 375. Right now. Your onions are softened. Add in your meat. Season your fucking food. Fucking cook it. Seriously, fuck beef shred. Meat is browned. Add 120 grams of cream of mushroom soup. Add a bag of mixed vegetables. Add wash your fuck. And some of this shit. Cook it. These are actually my second favorite kind of pies. Make your pie crust. Some flour. Fucking crazy? Using pre-made pie crusts. Yeah, but it's processed. You process this dip into 4 equal pieces. And you're filling. Top that with a fat cream cheese. Got the fucking eggs again. Press your edges together with a fork. Tiny cut to ventilate. Bake them for like 20 to 30 minutes. Clean up your mess. Close cook. Do some other shit. Stephanie lay there for a moment, feeling as though she'd surfaced from some kind of nightmare. Hurry up! Give it a try. 8.8 out of 10. You have to be brave enough to suck at something. You don't have to know what you're doing. Just keep showing up, and eventually you'll be great at it. 50% of something is still better than 100. Giving yourself excuses and just start. Count your fucking calories.
Yeah, I'll be honest on. I can't get it. I can't get a gauge on that guy either.
I know. So what's funny?
I cannot read the vibes of this man.
What's funny about it, and I said it in the chat was, and it's true. I was so distracted by him as a person that I didn't realize what was on his shirt until the end of the video.
I didn't until halfway
He
through.
was like
the
a
video.
buff pit boy. I just didn't notice it until the end.
This boy was buff.
Yeah, it's on his shirt. It's his shirt.
I just noticed the pit boy. That was it.
Yeah, it's like weird. But all his videos end up like that with just like advice and just whatever. It's yeah, I cannot get a gauge on that man.
Is the policy?
Who's V Shred or
It's just a lose weight, whatever beats pod like influencer guy.
Oh.
Basically, very likely to be just kind of a scam, pyramid scheme sort of thing. I don't want no Colin. I don't know. I don't want to think about it. That looks painful. It is, man. Why you guys gotta make stupid policies?
policies?
Yep. I'm about to, dude. It's freaking bad.
What?
6th grade level paper implemented as a policy.
Oh, I had a point yesterday where I was like, it was one of those situations where I'm like, no, I am grammatically correct in this situation, but I'm like, do I fight this back? Because it's one of those pointless things where I'm like, it's one of those like pointless where it's like, I'm just gonna,
Oh, I know. Yes.
it's just like,
Amen in the YouTube comment section.
so I wrote a ticket on this, you know, a job we did, whatever. And how I wrote it is, and I'm using terms here. It said, checked pressure on pressure switch was good, but, and then it said, then the next line was, switch wouldn't make proper connection even with proper pressure. And then it continues on. And then Eric said, what's the switch? And I'm like, It's right there. Right before it's pressure switch. I don't have to say pressure switch every time I write it down. I've already established what we're talking about because there's multiple types of switches, and I haven't brought up another switch up until this point. I've already suggested it, and the next time I do say a different kind of switch, I say its full name. And there's one of those like, okay, I'll write it out that way, I guess. And there's one of those like, what do you want me to do with this? It's fine.
Who's reading it? Just the customer?
No, Eric was reading it. He was confused.
Well, is it
And I'm like,
shorthand?
eventually the customer will see it. But it's right there. They're right next to each other. It's not like I added in something else I did and went back to it.
You never know.
It's like it's the idea of you can make use of abbreviations or acronyms, but you have to establish what it spells out to first before you use the acronym or the abbreviation. You feel me?
Yeah.
I agree.
No, I agree. I was never disagreeing.
And it's like no one's gonna know what that is. I'm like, if you read the invoice, the whole thing, like you're supposed to, you would.
I went to it too fast.
That was one of those like I got kind of frustrated really fast, and like Braxton went with me on the call, and he kind of saw me like at the table, like I was about to, I opened my mouth and like nothing comes out, and I just put my hands down and like open mouth out, nothing. I didn't say anything. I just okay, I'll write something else. But I'm right. Why are you booing? I'm right. It's like English was like the one subject I wouldn't say I liked to do, but I was good at it. It's very much like math. There's a rule to it. And that was easier for me to learn. Oh! Is that what most of your job is right now, Tim? Is fixing grammatical errors? Golly, this guy's way more aggressive than his friend down there. The other one was a big old derp, and this guy is actually trying.
Friendo. Yeah, did you read the title of it? Yeah, the title of the tweet.
Oh, one more hit. You.
It is funny. May I ask what you're at?
That video?
It was funny. It was funny. It was good content, awesome. Oh,
What'd they say the year was? Like 2040 something?
I think it was 2023.
Oh, it's just 2023. It wasn't even that far off in the future.
It was this last year. I like how dry that video is. I have to go protest before I...
So what are you protesting for? Or when are you protesting? And it's like now. He goes,
I'm really invested with the original clip of that is.
I've seen bits of the original clip. Like that's a very tense scene. And
Yeah, exactly.
they made it something dumb.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what the original movie's about, but I always got the impression it's almost like dystopian. This guy has unlimited stamina.
Oh yeah.
That's normal.
They're better, aren't they?
I have no idea. I haven't watched it. I just want to go in blind. I know it's a good movie.
It's based off a book.
That's cool.
That means it's inferior.
It is.
You can't think of it. Is there a Rambo movie where he's bad?
It's like I'm fighting a child.
What do you know about Rambo?
I just know. Yeah. It's like his lore.
Oh, so in Rambo 1, the purpose of Rambo 1, it's not necessarily an anti-war movie. Veterans coming back, the experiences that they carried with them, and maybe some of the discrimination and stuff that they suffered from. He did come back from a war. I can't remember if he came back from
It's
Vietnam.
he comes back from Vietnam, but it's specifically there's a stigma because there was times that around that time America was pulling their soldiers out, so there was a stigma that people had against veterans because they basically saw them as sore losers because they were just coming home and they didn't finish their war. So they basically see Rambo as like essential, like we don't want your kind here kind of thing, because it's like you didn't finish the job.
Yeah, Rambo 1 is really good. Rambo 1 is really good. Rambo 2 is...
You watch that one for the action.
Yeah, I really didn't want to say that, but pretty honest. It's just a really, like... It's kind of like an unfortunate action movie with some like...
It's good though.
It is good. No, it's great. It's just kind of like it's a different effect.
It's a disservice calling it part 2.
It is. I've never watched the third one. I know nothing, and we've watched the fourth one, but I absolutely have about no memory of it.
I think a lot, from what I'm thinking about, I think 4 is better than we probably give it credit.
Well, 4 was a good idea for a Rambo movie.
Uh-huh.
Heck, even the idea for the 5th one is honestly a good idea.
It's just, there comes, I don't know. I think you just never know. And I wouldn't say never know. It's like, what is Rambo really about? And I think 4 probably falls in line with it more.
Probably.
Almost being anti-war, but 2 is not following that trend, and it's okay. I hate these guys.
Mm-hmm.
He found a stick and he just wants to swing it.
He's in the Dragon Keep. Yeah, this area's kind of bad too.
I'm gonna fight the upcoming boss, and he will be the next pinwheel of difficulty. That is the current trend of difficulty in this game.
I don't want to spoil this area's boss, so have fun. Yeah, they kind of pop off. They just don't stop.
It's like, gosh, it's like, who in the world did Aldea's Peak? You made it way too easy.
Could you imagine on the dev team, they're doing a scrub meeting and they're like,
we completely finished that area. There's nothing we can do about it. We screwed up. Namco Bandai does not like that we have a, you know, at FromSoft they keep a score system on how difficult this area is.
I think this game has to be
It's like, why did you make that area a 7.9 difficulty. We're at the end game right now. Everything should be pushing 10.
Yep. Welcome to Dark Souls too. Sometimes it gets a little crazy.
What?
Welcome to Fortress. Have a look around. You'll find everything the internet can certainly be found. They have sized updates, some better, some worse. Who wrote this thing, man?
Yeah,
I-
I've seen it.
No, I don't. But
They probably just got someone on.
I feel
Okay.
like someone did it in passing those swimming pools.
It's like, oh, I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
What?
Nothing. Just how this guy's acting. So, oh, spiders, spiders, spiders.
Is this kind of blowing a fit?
Me or him?
Him.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed.
You angry?
I am, honestly. This is stupid.
Are you mad too?
Yeah.
What are you mad about?
Can't see my forehead.
Oh. You needed to say foreski.
Whiskey?
It was like a YouTube poop.
I don't know.
Where he's like, what are you mad about? And then Patrick says foreski.
I don't think I remember that.
I always remember that.
I don't remember that. I guess I just wasn't with it.
All I think about is like some of the most influential SpongeBob YouTube poops, and one introduced me to marijuana.
Mom?
Yeah, it's
What's
the there's YouTube poop of them selling chocolate, and instead it's them selling marijuana.
Everything isn't cement.
What's unironically funny about it, the guy who constantly chases them throughout the episode is essentially a crackhead.
That works.
Is marijuana addictive?
Yeah, it can be. Well, I mean, not to the
Gosh,
point to
damn it.
It's a good stream.
I mean, so 3 non-marijuana users want to discuss if marijuana is addictive.
Can we get an expert chat?
You can get an expert in chat. Jamie Poland's on in chat.
And whoever speaks up, I'm sure it's legal in your state.
Yeah, as long as you say it's legal in your state, you're good.
Then there's states that it's legal, but you can't purchase it. It's like, what?
County law legalizes marijuana but doesn't do anything because the state law so bans it.
Ow. Open the door. Open the door. Ah!
Yeah, this song gets a little fun.
This is
Cool.
Yeah.
Once you get past that, you get a little break.
not really. I gotta fight those 2 guys, the gold people. Then they got the combo list of a Devil May Cry main character.
Yeah, main character, not Nero or necessarily Dante. It could be Virgil. Could even be Triss in DMC too. I don't want to do much more. This is kind of frustrating.
I thought the dragon soldiers don't attack you if you kill all the big guys. What?
It is a policy of.
I think it's different. Because there's a lot more little dudes in Scholar. If you kill the big guys, then the little dudes don't care about you.
All I think about is that, I don't know. I keep making a joke about, like, yeah, Namco Bandai, when they made this game, like, their attitude towards it, they give off very much like the meme, like, I made this, and Miyazaki gave it to them, and the Bandai Namco is like, I made this. Stay away from me.
To meet the name. To meet the name of the service area.
Thank you. Thank you.
Area by the GFH. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, he fast.
Yeah, he is speed stuff.
Oh, now you can hit me from the high ground. I wonder if sword wielded ones can be parried. I haven't parried this entire playthrough. I don't want to start trying now.
I don't like parrying Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, just one. Just one. Come here, you weirdo. He has a pickaxe. Oh, what the heck? Time to start practicing. Poison arrows. I got poison needle. As long as he can't shield, I'm good. Not. Oh. Now they got shields. What in the world is this balancing?
I might just screwed up a few policies. That's really great.
Who's it gonna hurt?
No one.
Okay. What did the message say? Ranged battle required ahead. Weakness poison. There it is. Can I get a feel for the area before you don't let me pass? I know I'm gonna be encouraged to fight them, but I'm not gonna do it. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's a dragon. Ashen Mistheart. Can you fight it if you wanted to?
Yeah, so that was kind of what I was saying. Like, this is like, it depends if you want to consider this a boss. It's completely optional. It's really not easy. I think it's like I think it's considered one of the hardest fights in the series, maybe.
I would hope it would be.
Well, I mean, after those puny dragons you just fought, that thing's the size of moons.
Like, that guy actually built.
Yeah, he's like an elder dragon.
Alrighty.
What did he give you?
Ashen something key. So I'm guessing I need a key when I go back to the castle.
Yeah, that actually might be what you need to do the final boss.
Yeah.
But he actually went to the final boss early, but then couldn't actually continue.
No, I don't even know if I needed to or not. I just didn't progress because I figured that was the final area. I went to Aldea's Peak because I thought that was optional.
It's not optional.
You put the mouse poison in the thing?
No.
There's just a mouse running around. You went from your card to the grass field. Itself.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, my plan was to get all that clean up before winter.
I guess I'll burn all my souls. It's that time of the playthrough.
Yeah, I actually forgot there's something else you have to do, but it's up to you if you want help finding out what you have to do next.
Oh, wait. There's a lot of castles in this game.
There's a lot of what?
Castles.
Hmm?
You got Drangleic Castle, you got Iron Keep, you got Dragon Shrine. I mean, they're all castles. Throne of what?
Oh. Here.
Yeah, Zone of One. That's a really good name for an area.
Yeah, I saw this place. I'm like, oh, this is final area territory.
That's weird how you can go there early.
You get it as soon as you finish it here. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, there's something else you have to do, but yeah, you can go ahead and do whatever you want. I mean, I can't remember the reason why you have to go do the thing I'm thinking of. It's kind of weird. You say you don't want to, you know, maybe get some people with you? These are some of the two dopiest people. Oh.
As far as I know, there's only one boss in this game that I have.
I mean, I did the platinum run and I still don't.
Very free.
Song's a banger though.
Just brother that pick up the
Yeah. You know, there's a really easy way to exploit this boss. That's kind of funny. I think you just run all the way left, and one of the guys just gets stuck.
Oh, really? Just gets clipped?
Yeah.
You told me I needed to summon someone?
No.
Okay. Because you said that, and then you said they're also the derpiest enemies.
Well, they are dopey because if you go all the way to the left, one of them just gets stuck. Something like that. I can't remember. I could be wrong. Yeah, you do have to go do the thing I'm thinking of then.
Because if it's like most of these sequences, I'll walk back, and the lady from Majula is gonna be right here.
No.
She's been doing that a lot. I'm like, what are you doing out of home? Go back home. You're not supposed to be here.
They realized that when they were making the games, he was supposed to follow you around.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that.
The original concept was that to do with like time travel, I think.
Yeah.
And you would encounter a younger version of her.
They didn't ever do anything cool.
Dark Souls never lets me do anything cool.
No, it wants you to play its way.
Bearer of the until hope.
Dude, my head's kind of fried. I just kind of want to clock out.
Little brain dead.
Yeah. I'm just kind of brain dead, honestly.
Bearer until hope.
So, like, what would have told me where I needed to go?
It wouldn't.
Does that?
So I got the key, I guess. Let me.
Actually, yeah, go back. Does that item that dragon gave you, does it tell you, what's the description for that thing say?
I know. I'm gonna check.
Because that might actually tell you where you need to go.
Maybe it was out. Opens the mansion in Aldea? That's not right. What?
Below. Down.
The little dot.
Oh,
It's the little
Ashen
ball.
Mist Heart. Delve into the memories of the Withered. Oh, do I gotta go back to the King Vendrick?
No. Like, you can, but that's not what you need to do.
Try and use item descriptions and know where I need to go to in the game, and I'm like trying to piece it together.
Have you figured out what the first sin is yet?
Manifestation of Ashen Mist received from the Ancient Dragon. The magic of the Ancient Dragon allows one to delve into the memories of the Withered. And like, who's the Withered? And the first thought was the king.
No, there's some withered out there.
There's some Withered out there?
Yep, a withered.
Now let's be precise. What do we mean by withered? I'm like dead. I'm thinking dead. Rotted up.
Dry and shriveled.
I'm thinking about the king.
Shrunken or wrinkled from age or decease. Drying and decaying. Yeah, you might actually be able to do something with King Vendrick. I can't remember, but there is something else. Yeah, I can't remember King Vendrick. There's a way you can fight him, and I think maybe now you can, but I can't remember. It's been a long time. I haven't fought King Vendrick in how many years, Colin? I don't know.
It takes so long.
King Vendrick has a stupid amount of HP. King Vendrick will literally King Vendrick all over you because that guy's crazy. That guy's insane. Yeah, I legit don't understand why on the E3 presentation or whatever trailer presentation of this area that they think a PS3 could handle what it was going to do. Not even a PS4 could handle what it was trying to do.
Just like hundreds of enemies.
No, just really advanced lighting and rain. Like, hell, I'll send it to you.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ba, 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 ba. Man, I today was like the first day in a while I actually got to just work all by myself today.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I got to just listen to music all day basically. Because I just had my earbuds in all day. It's like I was in such a good mood. I went the wrong way. No, I just gotta get to a bonfire. Is I feel like part of my armor is now no good. What is that? I get to run through all this again. At least the fog is gone. I don't know. What's that icon?
Oh, which one?
At the far right, next to all my enhances. Is that bleeding or something?
No, I think you equipped like the ring of I can't remember what it was. It's the one that increases attack damage.
No, I have the stamina one, I thought.
I have that one on too. Did you equip a covenant ring maybe?
I don't
'Cause
know.
I feel like that's what I have for the covenant ring. Yeah.
I will say Dark Souls 2 has like, they're really good about, there's like certain rooms in the game that just have, I don't know, there's like weight to it. Like you walk in this room and it's just him just walking around and then this song starts playing.
Yeah, it has like
and part of that's also just Dark Souls is, they're very limited on what areas have themes. And this is like one of the areas in the game that has a theme.
I'm gonna be honest. Really, the game itself, Dark Souls 2 has a lot of like artistic decisions behind it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just.
Oh, I didn't know you could teleport from that. I ran all the way here for nothing. Okay, where do I need to go? Oh, what the? Memory of the King?
Oh yeah, so that was what you needed to do. Well, not necessarily what you needed to do, but say you have the Ashen item that you can go into the memory. But yeah, you won't be in here for very long. So you can go talk to him now. And I think this allows you to fight him.
Ruler of Drangleic. As flame rises, so does it fade. Such is the way of things. Do you intend to link the fire? Then you must first take the throne. Prove your worth. Find the ancient crowns. Seek adversity, and they will be yours. And your wishes granted.
Keep forgetting, I'm opening up the wrong one.
And your wishes granted.
So he won't say anything. I mean, I have to basically agitate him to fight him.
Well, right in this portion, you don't. Like,
Uh-oh.
And your
you're the hollow one. Like, you can keep talking to him. There's no other dialogue.
No, that's it.
Oh, well, then you can just leave, basically. I think you can either just wait to get kicked out or just leave the room, maybe.
I think he mostly just.
Yeah, now I think you could maybe fight the hollow one.
That was weird because it's like I didn't remember I could examine that because I thought I was about to get teleported.
Yeah. Now I think you can fight him. But I'll be honest, it's been a long time. I just know he has a stupid load of health. He's not hard, just a load of health.
Yeah, so I have the raises stamina recovery. That's the ring I have on. You can fight his hollow shell.
Yeah, I think you can now.
I mean, I'm swinging at him.
But no, you have to keep attacking him. Yeah. Like, you have to constantly hit him, I think.
Okay.
Or I could be wrong. Alex might remember better. You don't think so, Paul? Yeah, I could be wrong. Oh, so maybe you have to progress into the other thing that you have to do, and then maybe that allows you to fight him? Which I can tell you what to do next if you want. You probably can't fight him right now.
Because what he just said, like, sounds like something I've already done. He should eventually react.
Oh, I legit don't remember. I think you have to do the next thing, and then you can come back and do this. Which it's up to you for me to tell you what the next thing you have to do is.
If I just get in his way, just make him look at me. Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so you have that Ashen item now that you can go basically in the memories of the past.
Do I...
You-
There was one guy, I don't remember who he was. There was one guy you found, then he was just zombified basically in his library. But I don't think he was an important character.
And no. That would be it.
Okay.
You have to go, you know where the first boss is on the game? You know, it's that first area. It's in that first area, those Vikings that are big giants that are around. And you have to basically go and examine them, and then you can go into the past.
Undead Keith Ditch?
The force.
No, it's the forest area to the left of the Hides Tower of Flame.
Forest of the Fallen Giants.
Yeah, so like teleport to the second bonfire there, and then you'll go into the castle area, and there's like 3 giants there, like in different locations, and you only need to access one of them. The other ones are just optional. You have to do all of them? Call says used to do all 3 of the giants.
And
So
do I just go to the big open areas? Because I don't remember there being giants.
Oh, one of them I can tell you is right after the Pursuer fight, which is the boss that you skipped.
Okay.
One of the giants is there. And then I can tell you
There's this. Oh, okay.
yep, and then there's this one. I think this is the one that's required. Well, I think this is the one you're supposed to do. But if you want to do all 3 of them, what's the short areas? There's not a whole lot to them. You just get items and you run and stuff. They're all on a time limit. So, yeah, just totally depends on how much you want to do personally. It's optional content.
It's
except for this one.
weird how I remember that. I'm like, oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah. It's an interesting game, that's for certain.
I mean, there's backtracking in this game. Because wasn't one of the complaints like, I mean, it's the world isn't necessarily interconnected with each other. Oh,
Yeah, the complaint with the game is more so just the world design. It just goes all crazy and stuff. Like, Iron Keep is... So, Iron Keep is right after Earthen Peak. And if you look at where you go from Earthen Peak and then go down to, like, Iron Keep, it just gets weird and crazy. Like, the level design or the world design's not making a whole lot of sense. Or even, like, a Hyde's Flame Tower, don't get me wrong, that kind of makes sense. Because you can kind of see it from the distance of Majula, but at the same time, it just seems like the area that you're actually at doesn't make a whole lot of sense with the world of where you just went. So it's not a problem. It's more of a subjective like take that it doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you're traversing the world. Oh, will do. Timings starting to fix some of them as I operated with the rest. Oh.
Oh, come on.
The Giant Lord.
I was gonna say, as soon as you got into the memory, it's like all black and white. I'm like, oh, that's why the box art looks the way it does.
You know, you might be on to something. So, like, in all honesty, I think Dark Souls 2 would have a lot better reception if it just played as well as Dark Souls 1.
Yeah.
Like, that is really the only reason why Dark Souls 2 gets a bad rep, is just because it's like, well, it's not as a good feeling game. It has a lot of weird hit animations, hit boxes. The whole adaptability thing is kind of whatever, but even if you get your adaptability up well, it's like you still have you still have to fight the hit boxes being weird, or how the enemies track you so well with those hitboxes and just like invincibility frames. There's like a lot of factors within that. Like if they just narrowed down some of that and polished it a bit better, I mean, I really think the game would have been received even better. But like, don't get me wrong, it's still like considered a pretty solid, good game. Like it is. But
it's just
just kind of made fun of too.
It's funny how there's I mean, I wouldn't say there's vitriol, but that's like the game is overwhelmingly negative across the board. Like I never hear anyone talk like, oh, this is my favorite one.
There is. I mean, there's some people. I mean, there are some people that are like just true fans of Dark Souls 2. And that's a-okay. Like, I like Dark Souls 2. It's almost kind of a favorite for me, as weird as that sounds.
Well, my thing is, as of right now, there's things about this. There's things
I
about.
would describe it as more like a guilty pleasure almost. Because it's like, yeah, some of these things are just kind of rough, and I just kind of like them.
Because as of right now, it's basically it's like I like things in this game more than in the first game, and there's things in the first game I prefer. So
Yeah. What are the things that you like more in Dark Souls 2? I'm kind of curious if our ideas would maybe be the same.
environments. I mean, not necessarily level design. I just like the aesthetics. I like the look of a lot of the locations in this game.
Yeah, I mean,
Because like,
more of it's an artistic approach. So
yeah,
it's like
I'm not
they
saying
obviously have an idea.
I'm not saying level design. I'm just saying, you know, aesthetic.
Yeah, like that, and that is one of the shining points of Dark Souls 2 is it did go in with a vision and an idea, like an artistic vision and an idea. Some of it kind of falls flat, unfortunately, though. Like, so for the example, some of the bosses or some of the enemies are just kind of like generic, like yeah, they're not very unique. Like, they literally kind of copied Quelag in the game. It basically reuses ideas from Dark Souls 1 sometimes, and it feels like it's just
Kind of was
yeah. Like it actually Dark Souls 2 would have been better if it just wasn't a Dark Souls game. Like, and that's the problem with sequels in general. It's like sometimes like you didn't have to make a sequel like that. Like you could have
Well,
made your own with
I
the
think
inspiration of Dark
yeah,
Souls.
you know, I mean, look at it like Final Fantasy. It's disconnected enough, but it's trying to continue what the first one established.
Okay, so
I'm just saying that's an example of a sequel where it's like, yeah.
But would you say that it achieves it though? Because it does try to expand off Dark Souls 1, and it doesn't really achieve it. Like, and I don't even mean a game's quality. I mean like the world and some of the design. It doesn't really mesh or make a whole lot of sense.
Well,
Why not?
I don't know, because at that point, I mean, yeah, it doesn't succeed on that. But at that point, if you're saying it maybe shouldn't have been called a Dark Souls, I'm like, are you just worried about tainting the name, series name or something? Because I mean, it's indistinguishable. It looks like a Dark Souls. It looks like a Souls game.
I say they could have went like a Majora's Mask.
Yeah, they could have went.
It's a different breed, but it's in the same world.
Yeah, they could have done something like on that, like a Majora's Mask path, where basically it's like same idea or world, but a different path with some other form of inspiration behind it.
Like they could have went on the line of like, let's try to cure the undead curse. That's kind of what it sounded like in the game.
But like, are you wanting the games to be more connected like that?
No, so here's the thing. I got a really annoying fly I'm trying to bun. Anyways. Here's the thing. Dark Souls 2 strives to be Dark Souls 1. And it's evident in a good few things it does. But while striving to be Dark Souls 1, it ultimately loses a lot of its identity because it doesn't know how it wants to design itself. You can see that evident in different lines. Like you have something like Majula, you have some of the art theme, or you have a lot of like just the design with like say the Vikings and the pirate area and the Hyde's castle, like Hyde's Tower of Flame. Like it does a lot of its own unique things, but then it keeps going back to Dark Souls 1 because it's still trying to be a sequel to Dark Souls 1. Because there's story elements in Dark Souls 2 that it tries to line up with Dark Souls 1 that gets weird. Like, I haven't even told you one of them yet because you just haven't actually done it yet. And you're at the end of the game, and I wouldn't expect you to know what it is because you haven't done it. But it does weird things that just doesn't... It feels like it loses part of its identity. So, like, within some of those case formats, it's like, okay, so you have a product that... I'm not trying to say it's trying to diminish the Dark Souls 1. No, it's more like it could have been more if it stepped itself away from it. It could have done its own unique thing if it just stepped away or just took inspiration off the idea and then left it. Like, how many times did, in Dark Souls 2 did it copy or use previous assets for no real apparent reason from Dark Souls 1 just to do it?
Well,
you fought you fought Ornstein just to do it. You fought the gargoyles just to do it. You fought a Quelag clone that is now a scorpion, but is ultimately kind of the same designed enemy.
is this gonna hurt me? This will like deplenish my armor.
I don't think it will.
Am I even supposed to be here?
I honestly don't know. Where did you go?
I went down. Oh my gosh, man.
Oh,
I used the Iron Keep key.
Oh, yeah, you can go down there. I mean, it's probably a little dangerous.
there's something.
Oh, you pushed me in there. Come on, let me up there. You just let me up there.
I cast.
Yeah, I mean, everything like you said, like fight Ornstein or for no reason, or the gargoyles. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe this. I mean, I don't know.
Like, you think of it as like a neat little Easter egg sort of thing?
That's kind of the only reason I can see why they would do it. Because it's like it's not like, oh, we needed a boss fight here. You really didn't.
Yeah, the dragon could have been a boss fight. Okay, so do you want me to tell you one thing that the game does that you probably won't experience because you haven't done one of the game functions with the bonfire aesthetics yet?
Bonfire aesthetics.
Yeah, you can use bonfire aesthetic, which is one of the neat things of Dark Souls 2 that I like, but you can use a bonfire aesthetic at a bonfire. You burn it. It's kind of like the same area you use the sublime bone dust thing to strengthen your Estus. You do that at bonfires before the boss fight, and what it does is it makes the boss fight a new game plus boss fight. And then when you do that, you can get another boss soul out of it, or in case maybe you want to make a lot of the bosses have one or two boss weapons attached to it, so it's a way to get another boss soul from it. It's one of the neat things I like out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, does that kind of make sense?
I mean, just something it does.
Yeah.
Because I know you could do that. Maybe not boss
Yeah.
fight necessarily, but it says in the description like, oh, strengthens enemies nearby. I'm like, why would I want to do that?
Anyways, so the weird thing is about Dark Souls 2 is that if you essentially look at those boss souls off the New Game Plus ones, it's the original 4 Great Lords from Dark Souls 1. So the Rotten is technically Nito. Seath is technically the Spider. The Spider. And then
Fire King.
Fire King is Fire King is Gwyn.
So, I mean, you wouldn't know that unless you read the description.
Yeah, kind of. You'll kind of see it's a similar resemblance in like the naming structure and so on. What's the what
The
really?
spider's soul literally just says the same thing. Personal or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Quelaag is the lost. Not Quelaag, but the Beta Chaos.
Yeah, Beta Chaos is lost. Basically, it's yeah, you wouldn't know unless you read it, but it's kind of like you're kind of tying it back to Dark Souls 1's story at that point. It's kind of like, why did you go ahead and do that in that fashion and kind of represent the four Great Lords in this game as the same 4 Great Lords in Dark Souls 1? It's like,
it's like an Easter bit. It's like an Easter egg that has no weight to it.
I don't think I'd consider that an Easter egg because we're talking about
It's like,
talking
what is the
souls.
what is the value of it?
We're talking about the soul of a boss you just defeated. That has always been the same throughout the entire series. Like, that's the soul of the boss you just defeated. So now it's Nito. Now it's Seath. Now it's the Beta Chaos. Now it's Gwyn. So it's like, that's more than just an Easter egg. That's kind of story heavy in a way.
Well, does it go anywhere?
Say what? Does it go anywhere?
Yeah, is there significance to the fact that it's those souls?
Well, other than tying them with the monster, the boss that you're fighting, I mean, it's kind of resembling them as being reincarnated.
It might be. It might even be something like, oh, we treat it like it's this different reality.
Yeah.
Alex says, I thought those boss souls from DS1 were the ancestors of the boss you fight in DS2.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way of thinking about it too, but it's kind of... So what I'm trying to go by is, why is it still trying to link it to Dark Souls 1? When you're not giving a whole lot of, like, inspiration behind it.
Yeah. Do I need a are there other doors like that where you need the King's Ring as to where I'm going?
No, I don't think you do.
So I just find those statues.
Yeah, the one of them is right after you do the Pasura fight. which
Oh,
is the
that's
one
right.
You skipped.
Yeah, where was that? Okay. I don't know. Because it sounds, I mean, do you have answers to the reason why they would do that? Other than just lore, like speculation.
Okay, so I gotta finish my book. But what I was going to say is,
Clock out.
I want to finish at least what I've been doing. But what I was gonna say is the lore reasoning behind it, or does it feel like it's just being done just to do it? That's kind of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You're not really seeing anything behind it. You're kind of just getting thrown items, and you're kind of looking at what you're being given within the format that you're used to. So say my thing is hey, Dark Souls 2, you did a lot of interesting and unique things, but it's not really making sense when you put it right next to Dark Souls 1. Even its location and so on is kind of bizarre with a lot of its art design. But ignoring that piece, my thing is hey, would it have been interesting if you made this more of a spiritual sequel, not a direct sequel? Because not that it's necessarily a direct sequel, but it's kind of acting like a direct sequel of some of the things that I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is Dark Souls 2 kind of gets a bad rap because one, some of the gameplay is not as solid. It doesn't function as well. Visually speaking, the game kind of looks worse too. I mean, it's not a very clean game from time to time. Sometimes it's like missing shadows or lighting. There was another thing I mentioned I was kind of rough with Dark Souls 2.
Well, we meet again.
Oh, I mean, and I would honestly go and say, like,
Who'd have thought
some of the
even a place
bosses and
like this?
areas are just kind of poorly designed. Sometimes there's like a load of bonfires. Sometimes I mean, honestly, most of the bosses in the game is honestly pretty rough or just not very good.
See, the old
Mhm.
city's caught
Some
your
of them do unique things that are
attention.
good, but
That has been in my family for generations.
but
They say it is crafted with moonlight. And I
my
believe
thing
that
is like then
said
you go
that
ahead and
no man
try to
lives.
connect it with Dark Souls 1, which you can just ignore. Like that's why I kind of say like treat it more as a spiritual successor because it makes more sense like that in that fashion. Because then you'll go play Dark Souls 3 and it's like, oh, this feels more close to a sequel of Dark Souls 1.
I wonder if they were
Versus
maybe.
look more the awkward one.
I wonder if they were at the time trying to do something. Say like hypothetically, they might have been trying to do something similar with Dark Souls 3, like what they did with Dark Souls 2. Like, let's keep it distant and separate, but then they decided to be closer on 3. Maybe after the reception of 2.
And then Dark Souls 3 gets weird too, because Dark Souls 3 is like the opposite of Dark Souls 2. To me, Dark Souls 3 feels like it's not very original.
Like they tried too much.
Yeah, now it's too much like Dark Souls 1.
It's the Rise
It's
of Skywalker, the trilogy.
Yeah,
The Rise of, yeah, well,
except people like
Rise of Skywalker. I don't know what you mean by that, but like what I mean is like sometimes Dark Souls 3 is just directly connected, and it's kind of like why? Well, that's kind of weird.
Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dark Souls 1 is just
Oh, dang it.
That includes
sunscreen.
United Methodist.
It's the coolest thing.
Missing format design, song. Missing format.
Ow. Okay, one of those.
One, two, three, four.
Ow. And friggin-tastic.
Signature at the bottom. Improper, not unprofessional.
Let's walk back.
Missing format design. Missing format design.
So I guess I figure out which way I'm supposed to go here. What the heck? It's probably not worth it. Oh. Yo, they died so fast. You just get a ton of souls in this part. Ow. Ow. I'm not doing very good at this area at all. Funny, I do get to go back up here again, regardless. Excuse me. Excuse me. Where am I going? I get the idea I was supposed to just leave. I didn't have to fight the boss. There is no boss to fight. Oh. Right? I just have to go down to that one that was just chilling there. Don't die on me. I just gotta go to the one that was just chilling. And leave. And that was on the main floor? I just went there and I'm here. I am second guessing myself. Yeah, over there. Where I need to be. Right, there's like... Because I already did the important one, right? So you don't fight a boss every time.
No, I think that's the giant lord. That one was the only one was the boss. Everything else is just like picking up items and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I think the items you pick up helps you on fighting King Vendrick if because he has a load of health, I guess.
He just said, I was just picking up a ton of souls is what I was picking up.
Pick up giant swords at the end. So if you do all of them, I think you have 3. And then that lowers King Vendrick's health down by like 60% or something.
What do I do? Oh, these. Oh, Soul of a Giant. Oh, okay.
Soul of a Giant.
Do I need to use it during the fight?
No, you just keep them.
Oh, just hold on to it?
Yeah, it just inherently makes you do more damage to King Vendrick. Otherwise, you just won't initiate the fight without one of those.
But I mean, like, I can use them though.
You can use them afterwards. I would keep them on hand until then.
So I will go. I'll go fight King Vendrick.
Might as well.
And so now I gotta find where the third one's out.
You gotten to?
Uh-huh.
Have you been in like the courtyard area?
No.
It's like where they throw firebombs down at you.
Yeah.
There's a tree giant somewhere down there in the grass.
Spend a lot of time here. This enemy never came back. He only came the one time.
Yeah, yeah. He only comes one time, and if you beat him, then you don't have to fight him later.
Oh, I beat him as a boss.
Yeah. He has the same health, I believe. I mean, I'm pretty sure. But it's just a weird way of, like, you want to fight the boss early.
You can fight him and get his ring.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, like, saying all that, like, for me, like, Dark Souls 2 is kind of like a guilty pleasure because all of those things don't actually, like, bother me. I just kind of, like, understand or see the problem within it. I like generally like the magic system. Like this game implemented dual wielding. I like the general design of like say the giants and the Vikings and so on. Like I think there's some neat things within it. And that's why I do play it kind of often. But that's also why I don't play like say Dark Souls 3 very often because to me it's like not as interesting. Like if I wanted to play Dark Souls 3, I would just kind of play Dark Souls 1 again, almost.
Mm-hmm.
But then I play Dark Souls 2 because it is really different. But I also don't say like it's better or great. I mean, I do think it's a pretty good game. It could have been better. Like I don't know what its development cycle was or what was going on within it for it to kind of take its shape, but I mean, I enjoyed it still.
This is no place for you.
Oh, I think one of the problems I have with Dark Souls 2 that I didn't state earlier, or I did, but I couldn't remember it, it's just like its level design with how many enemies it puts in some spots and just general. Like, I think they try to make the game difficult
Yeah.
instead of interesting. Like, Iron Keep, like, you when you would find the smelter demon, whatever it's called, and like all those black knights you had to fight while getting arrows shot at you and so on, like sometimes it just was silly. Like or Shrine of Amana getting constantly shot with magic from a far distance while trying to move forward. Like, don't get me wrong, like some of them are neat challenges, but sometimes it just feels like those gotchas involved instead of just being interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What has transformed him so? I cannot.
Yeah, I already did the most important one first. I already fought the giant boss.
Long ago, the king crossed the seas, pillaged the land of giants, and brought back a prize. It was there that the golems materialized. The giants are no ordinary barbarians.
I might have to watch more of that cooking guy, honestly.
Within their hearts. My father and his father both fought the giants on this very land. The giants have wills of steel.
The one song of you update him.
To forgive the misdeeds of our Lord.
Colin, tell me, is this a grammatical error?
That towering monster among them. That is most certainly their king. He will be a thing to topple. Even if I should die trying. My blade may break, my arrows fall wide, but my will shall never be broken. Those who live by the sword will die by it, and I, Drummond, won't go down without drawing mine. Take these. I think you may just need them.
Inherit Captain Drummond's equipment.
Don't ask me why. I just do.
Oh. And here, Captain Drummond's equipment?
It wasn't a cheat. It was an achievement.
I can't remember that. I haven't platinumed Dark Souls 2 and... Alex, do you remember how long it's been since we did Dark Souls 2? Like...
Weren't you doing that like last week?
Well, I mean like the first time. That was like... I don't know. I wonder if that was like 6 years ago or something. I can't remember.
Oh, sheesh.
Board of directors shall hire a facilitator, the needs assessment, and clinical performance measures. Shall be used to evaluate the current status of the corporations. Medical, dental, and enabling services shall hire a facilitator the GMA expand to complete strategic planning. The board of directors shall develop a board calendar timeline for completing all required governing activities. The board shall develop an ongoing assessment activities to monitor the movement towards meeting goals and objectives.
No, 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 no.
Work plans and updates shall be incorporated into the 330 grant to reflect of the corporation. Corporation versus organization. The corporation is a type of organization, but there are some key differences.
No, 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 no. Okay. Is it because I took too long, or was that an exit?
No, yeah, you took too long.
Okay, because I kept going back to that area, and it's like, oh, it's fading. I'm like, oh, I can't go that way.
Oh, well, I mean, you could have also left and it triggered it too. Like, that might have been it just kicking you out.
I have not found the giant soul.
Every corporation is an organization.
Yep, I took too long.
No, it's not.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Colin, do you understand the difference between a corporation and an organization? Well, I know that, but like, it says here that not all organizations can be considered a corporation.
Your Genesis isn't a corporation.
Well, see, that's my understanding too, but I guess there's some other things too.
I think the biggest thing would be is your company profit? Are you McDonald's?
Yeah.
Or are you Zincat? What's your focus?
Yeah, person is it's considered.
Oh, I thought that was the one I needed to do. Okay. Okay, I'm good with those.
Mentioned as a
Is my stream that delayed? Or is the chat? Is it that delayed?
Well, Alex is like really delayed. I don't understand what's up with that. But like, it's delayed honestly about 8 seconds. Not like I kind of noticed Alex is like Alex probably needs to like, click the live option, or he probably like shut off his phone at one point.
Well, so YouTube, so you're able to rewind live streams, but you have to have the option turned on.
Oh.
Alex won't even hear this until like another 10 minutes.
Yeah, but no, it's not like as delayed as Alex. But it is generally like more delayed than Twits. It's like
Yeah.
Twits feels like 2 seconds with how you have it set up, but YouTube is like close to the 8 to 9.
So don't make use of the souls.
My understanding. I don't know if you consume that soul or you just go with the Vendrick and start like beating him up if he just responds faster. I don't know. If he doesn't respond after like 10 hits, then I would probably consume the souls and then try again. My understanding is that.
But even then, I don't actually have to be doing this. Or do I have to?
Organization since it's non-profit. What is the diff between organization and
Yeah, I didn't have to equip them. Or make use of them.
You don't? Okay. Yeah, this guy has a load of health for some reason. I don't think he's difficult though, just long.
Holy crap, this is gonna take a long time. And he does a ton of damage.
Hey, if you consume the souls, Colin, do you do more damage against him?
Just having him in here.
Oh, it's still taking forever.
Unless. I feel like I feel like you should just use them. Because I'm doing like 90 damage.
Well, you might as well consume and just see what happens. He's basically doing like no damage. I would just consume him, man. I mean, if it doesn't work out, then I mean, it's not that big of a deal. You're not like getting anything out of the game. It's like an optional hidden boss.
Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna get souls right in front of him.
Yeah, he's probably gonna feel like, was that my wife and daughter?
I'm gonna take those souls. I'm gonna fill up my soul bar. And then I'm gonna die in front of him, and then I feel like I wasted all those souls.
I'm getting a response. Let's find out.
Vendrick starts off with a 32 times resistance to all jams. For each giant soul you have in your inventory, this will be reduced by half. You should have.
So can you consume them?
You were not supposed to eat the giant souls. You were supposed to have them in your inventory.
You don't consume them, Austin.
It's right there.
You're lucky.
So, but there's 3 of them?
Oh, accessible. The other one has the counter crack.
Oh, that guy sucks to fight.
This guy sucks.
I mean, he can wait until it feels safe.
He is the king, Austin.
But he's
the king.
dead.
He's still walking.
Yeah, Alex just got the word that his stream was delayed.
4 minutes. I think I'm just gonna be done. It depends on how the terms are utilized Articles of Incorporation. Oh, that does make us sound. Yep. That's. Oh, interesting. Oh, no, over there.
Ah. Um. Yeah, King no armor set. I want to see him at his prime with a full suit of armor.
Well, the funny thing is that in the past you saw him as a small little, not like a big guy.
No, he was. He is huge.
Oh.
He wasn't 2 stories tall.
No, he was big. He was all blunt. He was on his knees. He's big.
You big boy. You big boy.
What's gonna make me quit doing this is just the fact that it's taking so long.
Well, how many? Never mind. I'm gonna be
That
quiet.
is ridiculous.
Incorrect. Page number.
Ah.
Well, that is the shortest one I've ever seen.
We made this boss just a fun with the community. Oh, now you guys starting to hit me. That's fun.
Colin, would you remove the comma on this? I feel like I would. These legal documents include comma, but are not limited to. Should include documents.
Take that out.
Yeah, I would agree.
Doesn't have
Exactly.
double space.
Yeah, some of that is
I
not.
see a cup though. My goodness.
I'm telling you, Colin.
It's like having 1 page.
No, but that's not. Some of that's because when they extract, they convert it to PDF. It does not. It's not like intentional. Comma.
Pokemon Mono.
Colin, they did a freaking semicolon and not a colon.
Oh, thank you, camera angle. You screwed me up. Ah.
The coworker asked me yesterday if I nuts about
This shit ain't worth it.
or if I cared about Pokemon.
Did you tell him that you have not played a Pokemon game since Pokemon A Gale of Darkness on the GameCube?
Mystery Dungeon?
Well, what's the strategy one on the DS called? I always forget.
Pokemon Conquest?
Yeah, Conquest. I have not played one since a Pokemon Snap on the Nintendo 64.
I haven't played it since Pokemon. Is it Evolution?
I don't know.
I just told her
Pocket Fighter? Oh no, that's Street Fighter. Yeah, Game Freak got hacked and they came out with all the horny news.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What happened?
So there was leaked documents that got leaked
It instantly came up.
with Lapras.
But Lapras is one of my favorites. What are you talking about?
Apparently, it's a
For the weirdest possible reason?
Apparently, they're like remade traditional yokai stories, but remade of Pokemon. At first, it sounds fine, but once you know like what these stories are, bad.
I made an account on this website just to speak about my thoughts on this subject. Ty Flocian is Pokemon P. Diddy and Pokemon Jeffrey Epstein. Wait a minute. So, but so it's not that bad.
No. It does get bad.
So one of these stories includes a yokai that mingled with human. So when you translate that to Pokemon, I don't think they translated it well. Basically, I don't think they changed anything.
Please say psych.
Right,
Nah.
I stopped playing Pokemon a long time ago. Maybe they were right back in the 90s. Maybe this was.
The Slackoff story? What's the Slackoff story?
Exus. Is that a Pokemon?
Yes.
You don't remember Slack Off, Colin?
Guess not.
It's Gentry.
Is that a Snorlax like one? Evolution?
It's Gentry Colin.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I'm done with this piece of shit. Wasting my time.
Wow. And you're really strong about that, Austin.
If you do the DLC, I think you can get more giant souls. But
We could just repeat the game and just get a giant
or you can
ring.
just go to New Game Plus and play half the game.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know anything about the whole yokai stories. I just know it's like, no, straight up. No, there was talks about Pokemon having, mingling. And like, as like concept stuff.
Apparently they.
And,
are like,
oh yeah, because then there was going to be a thing about like, will that end up breeding new types of Pokemon? And they had names already made up in concepts.
Oh no.
And one of the most popular ones is if you
This is
ming.
the bestiality.
It's basically the most popular one when it had to do with Lapras.
Okay, so let's just go back. Let's just dial all this back because we had this discussion about 5 months ago on stream that I told you it is very most likely that if anyone's going to be a pedophile, it's going to be a Nintendo fan. But my honest thing is that if we're going to go anything delving into this further, it's even possibly the devs now.
The first comment,
Game Freaks devs on the Epstein list.
the first comment I saw was like, so you're telling me I almost could have had a relationship with Gardevoir?
That's freaking bad. That's bad, man. Oh my gosh, the soccer player wasn't attached to this policy. What's the policy, man? All business should become no longer in the PNC for the kind of this policy, so will cover all business records of the corporation, including animal child forms of records, including in the personal folders. Should review them and delete them
It's funny how Tim didn't know about any of this.
No, I stay out of it, dude. I went to go play Andy and Lele.
I know about nothing about it, and I knew something at least.
I didn't know anything about it. I was like, this kind of is a neat art style. Let me just go ahead and play it.
So I'm gonna consume the soul of the giant. I'm gonna do it to say no to the dev.
Have you seen that new Helldivers they added for Halloween?
Is it Christmas?
It's a haunted forest.
That sounds dope.
It looks like Luigi's Mansion.
Sounds awesome. That's cool. Remove. Oh my goodness gracious, David, I'm gonna be done for the night.
They're just gonna sit there fucking enjoying.
Yep. Well, I do have a little bit of a limit. I do. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and clock out right now. Clocking out on stream.
You're clocking.
Okay.
I wonder if this got brought up on the Nintendo podcast.
On the Sacred Symbols one?
Yeah.
The
The Last Stand one? Yeah, that actually might be an episode I watch.
I'm scared just hearing that. No one's safe, dude.
My thing is, like, there are definitely some people like, let's go.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And I'm saying the Nintendo fans.
I have proof, Austin. Just go to Twitter.
It's like, look at the writing was on the wall. The writing was on the wall. Look at the Splatoon fan base.
Oh, dude, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I feel like this would make a really like devastating episode on some ordinary gamers. Mutahar going into some deep dark web.
It's like, this ain't even on the dark web. This is free.
No, I think you have to look hard.
Dude, you know how Mutahar gets mad? He has like a serious face.
Yeah, it's like, Muda, don't hurt. Muda, I did nothing wrong.
It took me 5 seconds to find this on Reddit.
Brave undead. You have proven yourself to me.
Kind of looks duppy.
Is that the Grim Reaper?
Is that the Grim Reaper?
Is that? It's so hot and this funky ass hot ass food on it.
With
Nashandra.
Sandra. She's weird.
Is she now? Golly, I'm cursed. Why am I cursed?
It's just her thing.
This
Yeah.
is like the doppiest final boss, man.
Don't fall off.
Don't fall off. Don't fall off, Austin. Don't fall off. And you just consistently getting cursed.
I mean, it only lowers your max HPs and then real big.
She's not very smart, dude. Well, that was real. That was really close, Austin. That was really close. You see how that beam just went vertical? That was really close. Yeah, man, she's just accurate with all them shots, dude. She's not missing a single time. She's crazy.
You crazy like that?
She's crazy with it, dude. Holy crap! Don't fall down. Don't
What do you
fall
mean
down.
fall
Fall
down?
down. Don't fall down. Don't fall down. Don't fall down. The funny thing is about this boss is that you see puts all those cursed bead things around, but you can just walk away and she'll just walk towards you. So it's like, she basically says, "Don't come in my circle," but then walks out of her circle. Yeah, man, she's terrifying. Somehow they made a boss fight easier than Gwen.
Hey man, Gwen can be hard.
You don't care. Wins.
So my question is this harder than the Asylum Demon?
Yes.
Because people,
Not if you.
yes.
Not if you. Look at
Dude, that was but he nearly got hit right there. You see that? He nearly got hit. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of fun to make fun of Dark. See, the weirdest thing about Dark Souls 2 is that it will have really aggressive like enemy design, and then its bosses are just complete opposite. I don't understand. I feel like it was maybe rushed. Something didn't get the complete focus.
It's like, no, it was rushed.
Nah, man.
that.
Oh, by the way, hitting that blue light will get you.
What? Give me the bad ending.
I believe it's New Game Plus 2 now. A New Game Plus. No.
It asks you after the.
I ain't
Oh,
playing this game on New Game Plus.
Why not?
I learned my lesson last time.
What happened?
I had to. I had to. I had.
great time with Artorias.
Who link the fire? You who bear the curse.
He's good.
I thought you had a great time with Calamite.
Souls will flourish in
I heard you had a grand old time with Colin with Calamite. I heard it was a really great bonding experience. You haven't played with Colin in like 4 months.
or renounce this.
It was a really great brother experience, bonding over Dark Souls. Dark Souls.
Half the time was trying to figure out why he wasn't getting summoned.
I actually wasn't a part of it, so I don't know what happened. I can't even remember why I wasn't a part of it. I think, well, I fell asleep. Well, I fell asleep too. Then I went out. I can't remember what that guy did. Yeah, man, doesn't S-Phone look really good against your undead butt? That looks really soft, man. Your butt is already kind of like that one Hololive girl's butt that has like freaking bones sticking out. What was that?
That was that was Bay.
Bay's.
What lies ahead?
That's
She got that bony butt.
That's disturbing. I don't know what that means. I don't know if I want to know what that means.
Someone messaged or like did a super chat kind of explaining it, like what it is, and it's like it's normal.
A bony butt? That
No,
sounds painful.
no, it's just I can't remember what it's about. Unfortunately, when I think about that, then my next thing was like, Yeah, because
Pay attention. What do you mean? That's average. Fuck! Wash your vegetables.
what is this game about?
You're making fucking sense.
I was starting to get a
Fulfill?
grasp of. I was trying to get a grasp of it, and then
Okay, so what do you want to know?
What did I just kill at the end?
You killed the queen.
That's the queen, but the queen was sitting at the throne.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's evil.
Yeah, the queen's evil, dude. She backstabbed the king.
Well, I know that, but why does the queen look different there?
He's actually a descendant of Manus from Dark Souls 1, the guy in the abyss.
Best,
The guy that you had a really fun time with.
the best boss fight.
Yeah,
Legit, that is one of my favorite fights.
it's good.
Yeah, so Seabad, and killing her, you basically prolong the age of fire, which basically means there's not really an ending to this, and it's gonna keep on going.
Well, what really happens is you took the throne. So,
Bad ending.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in this version,
Yeah,
they...
Sakuraba composer.
Originally, there was just one ending, was this.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it's up to your imagination whether the character relinked the fire or if he didn't. Originally, there was only one ending. They added another one where you just walk out of the boss room.
Sounds
and-
just like the first game.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't know. I mean, did they talk anything at all about rekindling the flame in this game?
Just barely towards the end.
Yeah, Vendrick just said something
Whoa,
about that in the past.
The text is going crazy. What in the world?
Oh.
That's fun.
That's cool.
Okay, guys, what's the game trying to tell me?
So this is some untold lore.
Anyways, yeah.
But why she look different? That threw me off. They could have at least made her, look like she did earlier and then transform into that thing.
It's,
She was way creepier when she was human.
if you use the binoculars, I don't think she has color values.
Oh dang, really?
I think so.
That was straight up. Colin wasn't around, but that was straight up the scariest part in the whole game for me.
She's just sitting there.
Man, the text is going crazy.
Are you ready to fight Ornstein for a third time in Dark Souls 3?
I do.
I'm joking.
I mean, he wasn't bad this time.
He didn't have his.
He didn't have his obese friend.
You know what's next?
DLC.
Oh, you're gonna do all 3 DLCs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. I actually forgot about the DLCs because I was gonna say like Demon Souls is next. But
It should give you the option after the credits to not go into New Game Plus.
You want to hear a joke, Colin?
original Dark Souls 2?
You know that. Yeah, it's a good one though. Say what? What
Is-
were we saying?
There was on the credits it said original Dark Souls 2 and then it started showing
Yeah.
more. So it's like the pre-build?
No, because it's Scholar of the First Sin.
This isn't Scholar of the First Sin.
Yeah, but
That or they're talking about the DLC. Like,
Oh, like this is the Game of the Year edition. Is there a Game of the Year edition?
What? What?
I ain't gonna watch Matthew Matosis. I can't even watch a podcast anymore. I can't do it anymore.
Hey. Need that. Everyone needs that in their life.
I don't think it wants me. I just literally clicked continue shopping and it just kicked it. It literally just kicked me out when I clicked continue. Oh, I clicked continue shopping. That's why.
I mean, I got the DLC too, but
The DLC for Dark Souls 2 is yeah, some people really like it. It's kind I mean, I think I would just say it's alright and it's good, I guess. I don't know why people are so passionate about the Dark Souls 2 DLC. It does have
I can't wait to hate it because everyone's like, that's the best part of Dark Souls 2.
It didn't really do much for me, if anything. And I just mean I respectfully. It just didn't.
Well, the thing Alex says, like, his review is likely the good example of how people felt at the time. People were more positive about this game back then. It's only gotten worse as time's gone on.
You're not wrong.
Because I remember when the game came out, everyone was positive about it. They were just like, the first one's still better, though.
What's this, Kyla?
If you want anyone's solid opinion on this game, and definitely prefers this one over the first, go watch The Completionist.
I mean,
Gerard.
Don't talk about that, man. Dude, I'll see random posts though of people being like, I'm tired of people saying that Dark Souls 1 is better than Dark Souls 2. And I'm like, whoa, buddy. I don't even think that's a personal opinion at this point. I think it's pretty objective. What game is this at least better?
Even like when you were saying like the first game looked better, I'm like, I don't
like looks better.
Yeah, because there was a point when you were like talking about like, yeah, because you said there was parts where this game had like problems with the shadows clipping or certain parts.
So originally Dark Souls 2 was gonna. I mean, I think Hana has already said this to you, but like originally the game was gonna be a lot darker and a lot more shadowy. And the thing is, when they removed all that, they didn't exactly fill it in either. So there's a lot of areas in Dark Souls 2 where it doesn't really have any shadows. Lighting in general. So it's like, it basically throws away textures or throws away lighting, which acts as graphical textures or atmosphere for kind of nothing. So I mean, I do say like Dark Souls 1 is a better looking game because at least within its art style, what it does graphically with the art style and the lighting does make the game look better. Now, if you want to look at the Dark Souls 2 pre-release footage, which is still pre-release footage, so it's not graphically amazing, but the lighting makes a lot more sense with what they were trying to do. Like, the Dark Souls 2 footage of the pre-release footage, it looks a lot closer to the Dark Souls 1 because it's just how the lighting looks. Like when you actually light the bonfire, it's like sometimes it really just fills the whole room with light, which is kind of neat.
See the ending. Oh, it doesn't even give me an option. It just loads up.
Oh, okay. It's at the bonfire.
Yeah, you rest at the bonfire and I'll give you the option.
Oh,
But I should just probably go to bed.
Begin journey 2.
Yeah, man, can you really not have just put the wood 2 in now?
Until hope.
2 Drangolic? 2 Drangolic? No, like I'm still like honestly positive about the game, but it is hard for me to really say much is better about the game. I mean, the bosses definitely aren't better. I will say that I actually like the level design, like the level environments with the areas, but the problem is that the enemy location is kind of bad.
So like, I mean, I would say like because I like the environments. I think a majority of the level design is fine, probably. There's just a couple parts in the game where it just sucks.
Well, so here's for the example. I would say that the traversing is good and enjoyable. But like gameplay wise, combat wise with the enemies, I would say it's worse. Like there's a lot of segments where like enemy location is just like swamped with enemies, or especially like you're playing the original Risen. If you go play Scala, it's even worse.
What is behind this door?
You didn't go through the door.
It's locked.
Paul, you didn't help him.
It isn't there.
Do you want me to show you where you get that key?
Is it even worth it at this point?
No.
There's an NPC.
Well, do you plan to play the DLC?
Yeah.
Okay, there's an Estus Flask's Sword or a Sublime Bone Dust.
Oh, I could have used that.
Go to Forest of the Giants, the second bonfire. You're gonna traverse a little bit, then you're gonna go off course.
Like proceed or backtrack from the second bonfire.
Proceed.
Yeah, proceed, I guess.
You'll proceed.
You know that big hole you made in the wall? In the second bonfire, the Forest of the Giants? Could you stream on Discord? This is really hard.
Yeah.
This is just really new. But you're already going the wrong
He
direction.
didn't even make them.
Yeah, he did.
So just keep going.
It's fine. Okay, so yeah,
See,
go through the hole.
times like this, go through the hole.
Out there.
Oh, he didn't do the hole.
So just proceed.
Okay, just go down the hole then.
Go down the ladder.
Go down the ladder.
Just play like you would the first time.
Yeah, go left.
Yeah.
To the door on the left.
Yeah, go straight. Okay, and then you're gonna want to jump off to the right at some given point. Like you
can
keep,
just drop down.
yeah, yeah. There's a shortcut with it, but if you, yeah, just drop down and just go through the whole thing. It's short. Really, just play the game honestly at this point. Like you'll just come across it, but
I came through here.
you did. Okay, so
There's a cave. You might have to jump over there.
yeah, you do have to jump from like right here over there, and then just go through that cave. He didn't jump. Calm.
I wasn't running for some reason.
You ran out of stamina trying to run.
What?
You ran out of stamina.
What?
So if you ran out of stamina, you can't like use your stamina for like 5 seconds.
Only running.
Yeah.
It really annoys me. You can attack while your stamina's refilling. You just can't run. It wasn't like that.
But Dark Souls 3 does have the Void Hammer.
What's up, guys?
The Void Hammer.
Kind of like the big thing. honestly.
It's kind of just a big thing. Jump.
Ooh,
He didn't get souls though. He's got to go back.
mine is up.
I don't know. Can you jump back?
No, that'd be hard.
Are you gonna scrape your knees on that, dude?
Maybe I can get that window. Get that little. Get to that little door right there.
Remember this thing, dude.
Dude, I was trying to finish Metaphor this week.
He's gonna try to.
I scraped.
You want to finish Metaphor in 1 week?
No, heck no. I heard this game's like 100 hours long, and I believe it.
If it was
I
Monster Hunter,
believe
you
it.
could do those 100 hours.
Yeah, but the
You can
problem is,
put that in.
I need to get this installed on my Steam Deck, but I just haven't turned on my Steam Deck.
Did you get a new watch or?
Yeah, I did.
That little screen,
no,
that
it's,
that that little that
Really good so far.
I get
That-
one set of watch.
Yeah, and I haven't tried it yet. Like
That-
in 2 days. So far it's really good. So far it's really good. I got this, so it retails for 300. I got it for 200. It is the only watch to apparently, so the only smart watch apparently to do get 100 hours of battery life. The charges in like an hour. That's a Skull of the First Sin thing, I guess. There's a boulder here on Skull of the First Sin.
Ooh.
The boulder wasn't gonna get him, but the hole was.
Why is there a hole there if the boulder isn't?
Okay, I talked to this dude like 17 times. He has a lot of dialogue.
Oh, I've talked to this guy before.
You didn't talk to him enough.
Apparently, I didn't.
Just keep talking to him, man. He will tell you about the house, but he wants to be friends with you before he gives you the key to his house. Forwards that connection. See, look, he's asking about the map. Talk to him about it. Now he'll give you the key.
You got the Mensa, so give him a heart. Don't give him a heart.
Anyways,
It was also before I started exhausting people's dialogue, and they started
So-
to hate me.
This game in particular has that problem. You have to keep talking and talking and talking.
Nah, it's not
So-
that bad.
so far it's a really good watch.
Yeah, it's just a little more than Dark Souls 1. Usually Dark Souls 1, they get the gist of it from one line of dialogue.
What area is he missing?
See, like, it's what I was saying. Like, it at a certain point, you can't warp anymore to certain locations. Look, they're hollowed out.
What the heck?
Well, no, I don't think that's it, Austin. There's areas that you're missing that you
No,
haven't went-
straight up. You can see, like, right there, all those ones. Those are bonfire places I've been to.
These are DLC right here.
Oh, is that it?
I think so. They add them for some reason.
But, like,
that one, I don't know. I don't know. what
but
that-
seriously, there was a part right when I was in the Drangleic Castle. Then it just boom, like all these.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, how do I get to the force with the three-way, the path, or the mist? How do I get there? It's not here. It's not here.
It's right there.
It's in the middle.
Oh, the order got put out of the way and messed me up.
I still
Well,
don't know
you
what
said
that
that's like world's not enough, and maybe you just forgot how world's not enough for level map is.
No, that's not how it was.
Maybe it is. I don't know. Oh, I think he just missed the bomb. I don't know, dude. It's fine.
Yes, sword
I just no, that's an entire location that I'm missing.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, but it could be a bonfire to a previous location that's just really small. You want to see the world's biggest book?
That thing. Oh.
You thought that little book was the biggest book. The biggest
I mean
book.
that is a big book.
I'm curious about that thing.
That was just as scary as Nassandra just sitting there, the queen.
Like, holy crap! It's that big and I still can't read it.
I think it's fuzzy.
I went to the beach that makes you old. I went to the house that has a big book.
I went to the house with the big book.
I can't believe that there's a house with a
Yeah, so this is actually where you're supposed to go, and see those lights that you lit up? Some of those is the Great Lords that you defeated, but the thing is you didn't do that, so they're probably all gonna pop in here in a bit.
No, that's all of them.
That's all of them?
It starts off with just one in Majula.
Oh,
What do you mean
that?
that-
I don't know, man.
I don't know if that's an actual map or if they just randomly put stuff.
I don't do it. And then eventually that dude comes over here too. I don't know when, how, or why.
I basically I unlocked the door and then I just gotta cycle in and out.
Yeah. I think
There's really nothing above here.
There's a chest.
Yeah, in the basement.
Well, in the second floor.
Oh,
On the
there
right.
it is. Yeah, there it is.
I was gonna say that they had that too.
I don't know, man.
Coin.
You got a Tie Knight side? He's playing Sven co-op. Sven co-op is the Half-Life 1 co-op free to play.
Ironically, it's the whole game of Half-Life free to play, but then they charge for Half-Life, so it's really weird. You don't need Half-Life to play Savant co-op either. I don't know how in the world they do that. That sounds like so relevant.
There was like a PewDiePie.
No, I'm just surprised Valve hasn't been like, that's our money.
You straight up just pick it up from a skeleton.
Yeah, you just chill with it.
Why is there so many soul vessels?
In case you want to change your build 17 times in one playthrough.
How many do you have? I don't even remember getting one.
I guess only 4. Feels like I've gotten way more.
In case you want to change your playthrough 4 times in one playthrough.
So, what do the candles signify? Just
Like the Grey Lords and stuff that you.
oh, is that like a map?
Yeah.
It's trying to be. I don't know how accurate it is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a random thing.
So, like on Discord, is it choppy?
Not really. Other than I've noticed a consistent like screen tab. I noticed that on the stream too.
Because it goes down to 30 FPS every once in a while.
Oh, the pigs follow you.
Yeah, piggies. Yeah, you pretty much. I mean, there's some other things you can do in this game, but dude, they're completely optional.
And go use up all the pharaoh,
Shard here. Let me see it to see
whatever they're called.
However,
It's a whole area for the.
I know.
It's not interesting though.
You might get like Speech Making Tag 9. That's the most you'll get.
There's a 3 set of dungeons.
Did my Estus even go up? Oh, I got an Estus. Oh, never mind.
There's a small like 3 set of dungeons relating towards doing hexes, like magic. They're all in hidden secret areas. But the thing is that's more appealing if you're trying to do a certain covenant or try to get like all the hexes. It really wouldn't apply to you, and honestly, it probably would be a little boring to you. I don't know though.
I was telling Colin, who was it? About this guy?
Yeah.
Dude,
Were you-
that guy has a tough man. Look how he's freaking thinking.
No, I don't know. Did you hear Tim? I was saying like I had just seen this guy in a meme.
Yeah.
And like
Is he the one with Keanu Reeves?
no.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
it was a meme just focusing on like all these characters are just depressed. And it had like Lane, it had Guts, it had this guy. And the thing is that I would not have known who that was like a month ago. And I just saw the meme like a couple days ago. And it's like an animated thing. It's just or like, you know, someone drew it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take a break from this game now and then I'll come back and do the DLC.
Can't do that. You have to finish the game now.
No, I gotta finish Ys. I can't do it. I need to finish Ys.
Sure. There we go.